My name is James Northcote, and I served in the United States Marine Corps from 2001 to 2013. I just recently underwent procedure with the PTSD group called the Stellate Ganglion Block, and this is my story as concerns with how it's affected me and what brought me in there. My PTSD goes all the way back to my initial tour in Iraq during the invasion of 2003, and subsequent following deployments overseas and training over the next couple of years just added more fuel to the fire. And getting out about 5 years ago, my PTSD really started gradually building to the point where I never knew how bad it got and how much it affected me over time. And I was drinking pretty heavy before my operation, and the drinking stopped working, and nothing from the VA really seemed to help. The therapy didn't get the job, didn't fix me, and the pills, the medications only made it worse. And it finally came to the head about a couple months ago, where I had just switched my meds to a pretty heavy antipsychotic medication, and it pushed me over the edge, and basically had a psychotic break and got arrested for some pretty hefty charges, and subsequently lost my engagement. A woman I still consider to be the love of my life caused enough pain where she no longer wanted to be with me. After that happened, I knew I needed to make a change, and I stepped outside of the VA system and reached out to the PTSD group, and had my SGB operation last Saturday. And it's been a drastic and hopefully permanent change in me. It was a 4-minute operation, painless, and the first thing I noticed was I had an overwhelming sense of calm. My brain wasn't going a million miles a minute for the first time in 16 years. I was able to slow down and focus, and now I'm not reacting to stress. I'm responding to situations. I never knew until the operation was done how bad I was, and I was waking up every day with like an 8 out of 10 anxiety and stress level, and it didn't take too much to push me over the edge. I was like a powder keg ready to explode almost at all times, and I did a lot of things that I'm not proud of, and hurt a lot of people that were close to me and loved me dearly, and it just had to stop. The first thing I noticed, other than the calmness, was that I could finally take a deep breath, because my fight or flight response was going constantly, and I was always having short, shallow breaths, and my adrenaline was always pumping into my bloodstream, and it was absolutely a living hell to live, but I thought it was normal, and it's not. Now I wake up with an overwhelming sense of calm and peace, and I'm able to process stress normally and not respond emotionally or with anger. I feel like a tremendous weight has been lifted off me, and it's literally the most dynamic and wonderful experience that I've had since going to Iraq in 2003. The relief was almost instant. I was tearing up and I didn't believe it was true. I thought I was psyching myself out, and it's been about a week, and I'm still light and feel light and relaxed. My body's no longer tense. I'm not waking up 4 or 5 times a night with my veins standing up because of adrenaline from my fight or flight going absolutely berserk. It was basically like running an engine at 90 miles an hour, and then eventually it's going to explode, and that's what happened to me. Now I don't have an impending sense of doom almost constantly. I am able to, I'm optimistic about the future. I don't think I have to control things and someone's trying to get me. My body, my psychiatrist at the vet center actually noticed at first that when she was speaking to me, I was able to sit still and stay calm, and it's been an amazing. I can't say enough about the PTSD group, enough good things about the PTSD group or the doctors that administered a shot. They were highly professional and absolutely amazing. I was definitely headed down the wrong path. I was probably going to eat a bullet sooner than later, to be completely honest. And now I feel like a normal person. I feel like this shot has given me my future back. It's given my humanity back. I'm able to experience happiness, peace, serenity, joy. I am finding myself in a good mood that I was robbed of for 16 years. I can barely stop smiling when I go through my day. And it's had a dynamic impact of my relationship with my son. I feel a connection, a much more stronger emotional connection with him and my family and those around me. And it's just given me back my humanity. My range of emotions are normal, and even though I do still have stress and I do still experience the memories, I'm not reacting to them physically. I feel like this shot has actually got rid of my physical reactions and my physical symptoms of PTSD. And I'm happy. I'm in a good mood. I'm optimistic. I'm peaceful and calm. And I was never like that before. And it's just, until I had this shot, I never realized how bad I was. And now it's really given me back my future and my humanity. And really the most drastic and dynamic impact of my life since the first time I went over to Iraq and went through that experience. So if anyone's suffering like I was from PTSD and can't find peace or rest, and you're constantly tense and constantly have hypervigilance and think that people are constantly wary and worried about people trying to get you, then all your symptoms of classic PTSD, I would highly recommend this shot for first responders or combat veterans or veterans of any way. Like I said, I can't say enough good things about this experience. And, I feel like it's finally going to be okay. I feel like my life is going to really turn out well. And no matter what comes down the pipe and comes at me, I'll be able to handle it and not react and just respond. Literally, with no exaggeration, about 15, 16 years of anger, aggression, stress, and anxiety have been lifted off my shoulders, and it's the best feeling in the world. And if this sounds like something that you're dealing with, you should definitely reach out to the PTSD group, and this will change your life. I fully believe it and highly encourage it. Thank you.